Say, like my ultra fancy wine glass? You know what my favorite thing is right now? This is Barefoot Riesling. This is like El Cheapo Grande wine. And it's Riesling, so it's sweet, but it's Barefoot. That's the name of the brand. So it's ultra cheap, and I love it. To me, it's like, I just love it. I try not to drink a lot of it. I have one of these maybe once a week because it's very fattening. And no, I have just had my first sip, so I'm not intoxicated. I'm just, it's absolutely gorgeous. We're gonna have a really good summer, I think. It's a gorgeous day. It's Friday. I'm kicking back, looking down below at the grass. There's grass, little grassy area behind my condo, and my dog is out there. I was watching, or not exactly watching the video anymore, but I've been following a thread on one of the YouTube videos about homosexuality. And the gist is, there's no evidence anywhere to show that homosexuality is genetic, that it's in our DNA, that it has anything to do with genetics. There's no evidence anywhere. Such and such hasn't been proven. This hasn't been proven. That hasn't been proven. So my thought is, oh, goody for you. It's not been proven. So you have license to go on being a bigoted asshole. You can continue to use your little book as justification to call people names and be mean and try to take people's rights away from them and look down your nose at them and call them names like abomination. What is so great about hating? I want to know. What is so wonderfully fabulous about getting to hate people? I mean, to me, it seems like some people just, oh my gosh, any chance they can possibly get, and then they don't want to let go. We are going to hold on to our right to hate these people until it's written in stone. It's not just thought that maybe it could be, something people are born with. We're not gonna settle for that. It might be that people are born with it. Recent tests are showing that people are born gay. Recent tests. But it's not written in stone yet. It's not 100% verified. It's not proven. So, we're going to hang on to our right to hate people as long as we can. Why? What is so great about hating people? What is this insane fascination that Christians have with the need to hate people? Isn't it in the book somewhere that they, live on? That you're not supposed to judge others? And yet, they just have this rabid need to hate people. Or look down at people, certain groups of people. Why? I don't understand. In a court of law, at least in this country, maybe not in the Middle East if you're a woman, but in this country, you are innocent until proven guilty. Well, according to Christianity, you're guilty until proven innocent. That's how it is. You're guilty of having a choice. You have a choice. You could choose to be gay or not be gay. You could just turn it off like a switch. If you're attracted to people of your own gender, you can just turn it off like a switch. You're guilty of being able to choose to be gay. You're not innocent until proven guilty. You're guilty until it's finally proven that it's genetic, or it's finally proven that it's hardwired in human DNA. Shouldn't it be the other way around? Shouldn't we give people the benefit of the doubt, like we do in a court of law, that they are innocent, that, it's in the natural world. Hundreds of species of animals demonstrate homosexuality in the natural world. I don't think they choose. I think they do what comes naturally to them. Humans are members of the wild kingdom. We are part of the natural world as much as every other animal species on the planet. Other animals have homosexuality as part of their natural behavior. So do humans. We're one of the animals that have homosexuality as one of our natural behaviors. Our closest cousin, the bonobo, practically spends 24 hours a day engaging in bisexual behavior and what's the word? I can't think. Masturbation. Yeah, they're pretty much constantly doing things, sexually related. They're very sexual creatures. They solve conflicts with sex. The larger chimps, the chimpanzee chimps that people are more familiar with, are more warlike. But the bonobo, the smaller chimp on this planet, is more, that's what they do to resolve conflicts. They engage in sex. And a lot of it is homosexuality. A lot of it is bisexual. That's our closest cousin. So I think, even if it hasn't been proven yet, it's going to be proven one day that it is as much hardwired in our DNA as it is in the bonobo DNA. But gee, we're just going to hold on to our right to hate people until that day when it's proven, aren't we? I would think if there was even the slightest chance, even the slightest possibility that this could be something that people can't help, that this is something like being born left-handed. You can't help being born left-handed. Yet how many people were persecuted and ridiculed before people knew any better because they were born left-handed? If there's even the slightest chance that being gay is something you're born with, shouldn't we not hate people for it? Shouldn't we withhold our judgment and our hatred of people? Because there's that slight chance that, gee, maybe they can't help what they are. Maybe they don't have a choice. Shouldn't we then withhold all that judgy hate, persecution, trying to take away their human rights? Trying to lock them up or put them behind fences or kill them because they're born some other way than we are? If there is even the slightest chance that they are truly born that way, the way they are, how wrong is it to kill somebody because of how they're born? Should we go kill all the left-handed people? Should we kill redheads? Should we kill tall people? How is it right to kill people who are born gay? And I'm sorry, but there's a very good chance that people are born gay. Tests are showing it, that it's very possible that people are born gay. In my opinion, that's that slightest chance that it could be true. And as long as that slight chance exists, it is wrong to hate a whole group of people. It's wrong to hate a whole group of people anyway, based on what a book says. But aside from that, putting away the stupid Bible and the fucking cult, it's wrong to blame people and call them names and tell them they're abominations and deny them the rights to have a job or the rights to get married or the rights to live as fully and complete human lives. I know that came out funny. As everybody else, it's wrong. It's wrong to discriminate against people. It's wrong to look at people and treat people like they're subhuman because of something they're born with. They cannot help. And I'm sorry, but there's more than just a little chance that people are born gay. More and more science is showing that it's very possible that people are born gay. And how wrong is it to persecute people for being born a certain way? Should we persecute people who are born with some kind of, with MS or cancer? Not to say that being born gay is a disease, it's not. It's a natural condition, but my point is, you cannot help what you're born with. You cannot help what nature decides you are going to be when you're born. You could be born with an illness. You could be born with left-handed. You could be born destined to be tall. You know, there's people who are born with dysfunctional pituitary glands and they end up being giants. They can't help that. It's just the way it is. It's the luck of the draw. Genetics is you know, I was born with a kidney disease. I was born with nephritis. I went a whole month in the hospital. I almost died from it when I was 4. It's not something I could help. Should I have been persecuted for it? People are born the way they are born. And I'm sorry, but it's wrong to wait around and hope. Well, actually, you're not even hoping. People who want to hate, they don't want science to prove anything. They don't want science to prove that people can't help it. They don't want science to prove that people are born gay. They want to hold on to that right to persecute. Persecute people for something they can't help because a book says. They want to hold on to that. They want to hold on to the let's treat people like they're guilty as long as we can. Instead of assuming people are innocent until proven guilty. Let's assume they're guilty. Let's assume that we're right. As long as we can. So we can hate as long as we can. Because apparently some people really like hating. Some people really, really feed off of the need to hate people. I don't think people would be happy. There's people in the world like that remnant whatever New Testament church guy. There are people in this world, I swear, they would wither up and die if they didn't have that, if they couldn't hate. If they didn't have something to hate, they would literally wither up and die. It's part of their need for survival. They have to hate. And so when you come at them and say, you know, science is showing more and more that people are born gay, oh my God. They react. They don't want to hear that. That's wrong. You're threatening their survival. They need to be able to hate. Heaven forbid that you should prove them wrong. Heaven forbid that they should have to one day realize that they have to hate without the justification of their fucking book. Anyway, I'm having a rant. In case it's not obvious, I'm out here in the sunshine. It's a beautiful day. I have my little wine glass or tumbler. This is more of a tumbler. And I'm ranting and raving at the camera. Probably neighbors are like, look over her, she's crazy. The animal woman, she's ranting at her camera again. But yeah, I don't understand people that need to hate people. I don't understand why, if you have 2 possibles, they immediately want the one that can let them hate people. Why don't, you know, just for practice, why don't we assume that people who are gay can't help that they're gay? What would that mean if we assumed that? Well, let's all assume that people can't help being gay. What would that mean? Well, that means we'd have to learn to not like them, just accept them. We'd have to look at them like we look at everybody else, like they're human beings. Like they deserve to have, you know, their feelings respected and be treated with, you know, courtesy. And allotted their right to have, you know, dignity. Imagine that. Anyway, hope this video makes sense. This is kind of a rant, and sometimes those rants don't really make sense. Sometimes I say stupid things and I go back and watch it later and I'm like, oh God, I said that? Anyway, but yeah, there it is. I hope that they do show very soon. I mean, I think science should make this a priority, that homosexuality is decided, it's in our DNA, it's hardwired in us, as much as it is in the bonobo, our closest cousins. I hope science makes that a priority, because, and then again, when they do show beyond a shadow of a doubt that it is in our DNA, they'll still hate. They'll still hate. Nothing will stop the haters, will it? Nothing.